Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle and this is Danielle's Books. Thanks for stopping by. This is going to be the June releases that I'm most anticipating. I think we've got 10 to talk about. I'll put them in order from date. I'll talk about them in order from date. I'll try and link all of these down below, and yeah, let me know what June releases you're most excited about, because I know that there's plenty more that I'm not going to talk about in this video, and I'm always down to know what's coming out. So this is basically just thriller and horror, of course, because that's essentially what my channel is. And yeah, let's get into it. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I would love to have you. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, because then I know that you like release videos, or I don't know, just do it. So first June date is June 6th. Also, I have my computer over here, so that's what I'm going to be looking at, and then I'll probably be putting a book cover somewhere on the screen while I'm talking. So first up, we have Maeve Fly by CJ Leede. I actually have an ARC copy of this book. I just didn't grab it because I don't know. And this one is a horror book, like I said, coming out June 6th. And it says, by day, Maeve Fly works at the happiest place in the world as every child's favorite ice princess. By the neon night glow of the Sunset Strip, Maeve haunts the dive bars with a drink in one hand and a book in the other, imitating her literary heroes. But when Gideon Green, her best friend's brother, moves to town, he awakens something dangerous within her, and the world she knows suddenly shifts beneath her feet. Untethered, Maeve ditches her discontented act and tries on a new persona. A bolder, bloodier one, inspired by the pages of American Psycho. Step aside, Patrick Bateman. It's Maeve's turn with the knife. So this one sounds super, super interesting, and this cover is so awesome. So I cannot wait to read this. I didn't get around to reading the ARC before its release date, but I really want to read this in June. So there you have Maeve Fly by CJ Leede, the first one coming out on June 6th. Next up, we have another book I got an ARC for, and that is Everything the Darkness Eats by Eric LaRocca. I'm a huge, huge Eric LaRocca fan. Everything I've read by him has been awesome. And this one, there's just a quick blurb. It says, an insidious darkness threatens to devastate a rural New England village when occult forces are conjured and when bigotry is left unrestrained. So this is like a horror novella. It's queer, I think everything that Eric writes is. So I'm super excited for this one. It's 202 pages, so I should be able to get through it pretty quick. Like I said in my last video I posted, or one of them, I've got some big, lofty goals to read 30 books in 30 days for June, and this would be perfect. 200 pages, not bad. So there you have Everything the Darkness Eats by Eric LaRocca. Next up, we have a new book from S.A. Cosby, and that is All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby. This one also comes out on June 6th, and I really like this cover too. I love the colors of it. And this one is, let's see, a police procedural, which I don't normally read much of that, but I'm intrigued by this one. So it's, like I said, it's a police procedural. We're following a black sheriff, a serial killer, and a small town ready to combust. I have not read anything by S.A. Cosby. I know that, what's the one that was really popular? The first one, I can't remember the title of that one, but I'll probably like type it in here once I figure it out. I know that one was really popular. I never got around to reading that one, but I still would like to. And this one, like I said, sounds really, really good. So that's the last one I have for June 6th, and that's All the Sinners Bleed. So next date we have is June 13th. By the way, June 20th for this month, I know that that's jumping ahead. There are some big books coming out on June 20th that I cannot wait for. But let's talk about June 13th first, because we have a new Robin Harding, which I know a lot of people don't love Robin Harding's books, but honestly, she's an author that really, really works for me. And so I'm super excited about this one. I love the cover, and that is The Drowning Woman by Robin Harding, coming June 13th. This one is a deliciously twisted story of friendship, retribution, and betrayal about a homeless woman fleeing a dangerous past and the wealthy society wife she saves from drowning, who pulls her into a dark web of secrets and lies. This one is 336 pages. That's like perfect for me, and I'm super excited about this one. Like I said, Robin Harding is an author that has really, really worked for me in the past, so I am hoping that this one could be another hit for me. And yeah, that's the first one I have for June 13th. Next up, we have a Wendy Walker book. I don't think I've read anything by Wendy Walker. This cover isn't like totally my favorite, to be honest, but whatever. And that is What Remains by Wendy Walker, coming June 13th. And this one just simply says, she saved his life, now he'll never let her go. I'll read a little bit more of the actual synopsis. We're following a detective, Elise Sutton, who is drawn to cold cases. Each crime is a puzzle to solve, pulled from the past, east. Elise looks for cracks in the surface and has become an expert on how murders slip up and give themselves away. She has dedicated her life to creating a sense of order at work with her ex-Marine partner, at home with her husband and 2 daughters, and within, battling her own demons. Elise has everything under control until one afternoon when she walks into a department store and is forced to make a terrible choice. To save one life, she will have to take another. That's where I'm going to stop right here. It looks like we've got like a cat and mouse type of story, and this one sounded interesting to me. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of this cover, but that won't stop me from picking this up. And this one is 350 pages. So right around where I like my thrillers to be. So yeah, I think that I'll definitely give this a try. I probably won't be like running out to get this book, but I would probably just like listen to the audiobook or something. So there you have What Remains by Wendy Walker. Next up, we have a debut, and this one is She Started It by Cian Gilbert. Actually, spoiler alert, this is the book I picked for our June Book of the Month box, which that'll probably be in a book haul coming, I don't know, sometime soon. This one is a hot, twisty summer debut thriller about a group of young women whose Caribbean bachelorette party takes a sinister turn. It's Lord of the Flies meets And Then There Were None, but with Instagram and too much Prosecco. So this one just sounds like a super fun summer read, something that I would definitely, if I don't read it this summer, I probably wouldn't read it until next summer, because like the blurb says, it sounds like the perfect summer book. This one is 352 pages. This one also comes out on June 13th. And yeah, it sounds like just a fun time. So hopefully it is. And we should be getting this in our Book of the Month box hopefully soon. So there you have She Started It by Cian Gilbert. I don't know. I hope I'm saying that right. All right. That was the last book for June 13th. So now we have June 20th. Probably everyone knows the big books coming out on June 20th, but I will touch on them here. And that is Riley Sager, The Only One Left. This is, I'm sure, a lot of different people's most anticipated book of the year. It's personally not my most anticipated book of the year. You know, this one sounds pretty good, and I'm sure that Zach will be reading this. He's sitting right across from me. He's read all of Riley Sager's books. I have not. So this one says, at 17, Lenora Hope hung her sister with a rope. She stabbed her father with a knife, took her mother's happy life. It wasn't me, Lenora said, but she's the only one not dead. A while ago, they posted a teaser, trailer, I don't know, about this book. I'll try and maybe put it in here if I remember to or can find it again. It looked super interesting. This is one that I do have my eye on. This one is 368 pages, and you know what? It sounds a little bit different than I think a lot of other Riley Sager books do. It seems like a different alley that he might be going down. So we'll see. And yeah, that's the only one left by Riley Sager, coming June 20th. And then we have Ruth Ware's new book, 0 Days by Ruth Ware. This one is 368 pages, and this one says, an adrenaline-fueled thriller that combines Mr. and Mrs. Smith with The Fugitive, about a woman in a race against time to clear her name and find her husband's murderer. This one sounds more interesting to me than the Riley Sager one did, actually. So I think that this is one that I might pick up. This is a little long, 368 pages, which Ruth Ware has been doing like longer books, and that's kind of why I didn't pick up the last one, The It Girl. But this premise sounds like something I would definitely be interested in. So I'm excited about this one. I already put this on hold at my library, and I'm like first in line to get it. Actually, the Riley Sager book too, because I know that Zach will want to read it right away. So we should be getting those pretty quickly come release day. So there you have 0 Days by Ruth Ware. Next up, we have a Andrea Bartz. I have not read anything by Andrea Bartz, but I read The Writing Retreat by her sister and loved that book earlier in this year. And actually this one, this book by Andrea sounds really good too. So this one says, staying with a friend and her husband is sexier and deadlier than anyone could have imagined in this provocative domestic suspense novel from Andrea Bartz. I don't really want to read too much more into this. Domestic suspense, domestic thrillers are usually my go-to, so this is definitely one that I'll probably pick up. I really like the cover of this. I like the colors and everything. So yeah, I don't know. This one just sounds good. So let's see how long this is. 336 pages. Every time I do these videos, which isn't that often, I feel like 336 pages is like the number that always comes up. I don't know. That could just be me. But yeah, this one sounds really good. So there you have The Spare Room by Andrea Bartz, coming June 20th. And then we have one more left to talk about. I don't have anything for the last week of June, mainly because I haven't found anything super intriguing coming out that day. So if you have any releases for, I guess, what would it be, June 26, 27, something like that, let me know, because I would love to know what's coming out that day. And then the last one we have is Where Echoes Die by Courtney Gold. I really like this cover. This is a young adult horror. I didn't read the last one. I don't think that they're connected in any way. And I also can't remember what the title of the last one is either. So I guess I'll have to look that up. But this is her second novel. This one says, Courtney Gold draws readers into the haunting town of Backravel and explores grief, the weight of not letting go of the past, first love, and the bond between sisters, mothers, and daughters. This one is 352 pages, and it sounds like something I could enjoy. So I plan to pick this one up probably from the library. I haven't been really like purchasing a whole lot of young adult books, and well, actually we haven't really been buying a lot of books in general. But yeah, I'll probably check this one out from the library, like whenever I can get it on hold or something, but it sounds pretty good to me. And yeah, that is all of the releases that I have to talk about in this video. Like I said, let me know the June release that you're most excited about, because I think that's fun to anticipate books, and I'm just curious. It doesn't have to be any of the books I talked about. It can be whatever your most anticipated is. So let me know what that is. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because I would love to have you. Also, check down below, because I'll have links to all these videos. I'll have links to all these books. I will have Zach's channel linked down below, and then there will be a bunch of social media type links down there if you want to check me out in other places. So with that, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Have a great week. I hope you have a great start to your June reading. I hope I do too, because like I said, I've got some big plans, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.